And once again we're back together, and this time we are going to be looking at the product of a binomial and a trinomial. So please, if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you're part of the family, and we'll be continuing to do some great content for grade 10s this year. And please look out for it. Tell all the others that, hey, Malume is doing the things right. So let's get right into it. Now, we've already spoken about the FOIL method when it comes to binomials, right? So if we are multiplying a binomial with another binomial, right? But what happens when you've got a trinomial with a binomial? So first of all, let's take an example. So if I had something like x minus 1 into x squared minus x plus 1, how would I go about multiplying this out? So firstly, what we are going to do is use our distributive law. So we're going to multiply the first term with the first term, then the first term with the second term of the trinomial, and the first term with the third term of the trinomial, right? Let's do that first. So let's start with first and first. So that's x multiplied by x squared, and you would know by now that will give us x cubed, right? And then we go for the second one, x multiplied by negative x. Now note the signs are different, so we're going to have a negative there, right? So that will be negative x squared. And then the third one, the first term with the third term of the binomial, of the trinomial rather. So that's x multiplied by 1, and that will give us x, positive x. But now what do we need to do? We now need to look at the second term of our binomial multiplied with all the other terms of the trinomial, right? So we're going to do that now. So the second term with the first term of our binomial, of our trinomial rather. So that's negative 1 times x squared. That will give us negative x squared, right? If I've got negative 1 times negative x, right? So that's that one over there. So that will give us positive x. And finally, we've got negative 1 multiplied by positive 1, and that will give us negative 1. Right, now once we've done all of that, right, so we've got our products, but remember what we now need to do is ensure that we add all the like terms. Right, if I note there, I've got an x squared term with another x squared term. I've got an x and an x there, and there's no other like terms, right? Remember, what are like terms? These are terms with the same variables, with the same orders, meaning with the same exponents, okay? Right, so in this case, we've got x cubed. It has no other term that is like it, so those are unlike terms. So that's x cubed. So we've got minus x squared minus x squared. Remember we said in algebra that if the signs are the same and we are adding, in this case, we are going to keep the sign. Okay, so that means because I've got negative x squared and negative x squared, I keep the sign negative and I add the terms. So that's 1 and 1 x squared, so that will give us negative 2 x squared. The same is true with the x terms, so this is positive x plus positive x. That we will keep the sign, and we are going to add the terms, so this is going to be 2x and minus 1. And of course, in this case, we've got a polynomial there. We cannot add any further, and so that becomes our product. Okay, right, I want you to learn how to do this, right? So I want us to take another exercise that we are going to do together. So let's call it example 2. Okay, right, so I'm going to take 2x minus 3y into 2x squared minus 3xy plus 7y squared. Right, so what I want us to do is to multiply them out together, and we are going to take this one at a time, right? So we said first term with the first term. So 2x multiplied by 2x squared, that will give us 4x cubed. Remember that if we are multiplying and we've got bases, okay, that are the same, we're going to add the exponents, right? So that's x to the exponent of 1 multiplied by x to the power of 2, or exponent of 2. So in that case, the 1 and the 2 added together give us 3. So 2 multiplied by 2 gives us 4. So let's go to the next one. So we've got 2x multiplied by negative 3xy. Please, guys, take it slowly so that you can get this right. So we've got 2 multiplied by 3, that will give us 6. And by the way, a positive times a negative does give us a negative. Remember that if I'm multiplying signs that are different, I always get a negative. If I'm multiplying the same signs, I get a positive. Okay, right, so I've got 2 times negative 3, which gives me negative 6. Now I've got x multiplied by x, which will give me x squared, but I also have the y there. So that will be x squared y. And then for the last one, okay, right, we've got 2x multiplied by 7y squared. So 2 times 7 will give me 14. By the way, we've got positive times a positive, which will give me positive. So that's 14, right? That's x. Okay, so there's no other x term in the other one, right? And multiplied by y squared. So that's 14xy squared. Now let's go on to the next set. So now we've got negative 3y, so the second term, right, with the first term of our trinomial. So negative 3y multiplied by 2x squared, right? So that will give me, that will be negative 6. Positive times a negative, that is a negative. So that's going to be 6x squared y. Okay, right, I'm always going to start with the x and then the y term so that we can be able to identify them more easily when we have to add. Right, negative 3y multiplied by negative 3xy. And what does that give us? So that will give us a positive 9xy squared. And the last one, we've got negative 3y, so the last term of our binomial with the last term of our trinomial. So that's negative 3y multiplied by 7y squared. What does that give us? So 3, negative times a positive would give us a negative, and 3 times 7 gives us 21, and we've got 21y cubed. All right, ladies and gents, all that is left for us to do is to simplify. So which means we are going to add all the like terms. So I've got only one x cubed term. So I've got 4x cubed. Right, now notice this guy looks exactly like this guy. So I've got minus 12. So remember we said if the signs are the same, we are going to add the coefficients, right? Signs are the same, we're adding the coefficients, but we keep the sign. So we're going to have x squared y. Remember, that's addition, not multiplication. Okay, now we've got another similar set of terms. So that's 14xy squared plus 9xy squared. So that's 14 plus 9. Again, our signs are the same, so we're going to keep the sign. Okay, so that's 14 plus 9, that would give us 23 x y squared. And finally, we've got minus 21 y cubed. And ladies and gents, this is how the cookie crumbles, and that's how you multiply a binomial with a trinomial. So here's what I want you to do for me, right? So just an exercise that you're going to have, or an exercise that you're going to try, okay, on your own. Please try these ones out. So I've got a minus 1, 2a squared plus a plus 1. Okay, maybe let's take another one. So let's take 2a plus 3, and you're going to multiply it with 4a squared minus 6a plus 9. And finally, please let us know what answer you get. And in this case, I've got b minus 4 into b squared minus 4b plus 16. Ladies and gents, I want to leave it there. Please, I want you to join us again. And this time, we are going to look at the products that result in the difference, okay, of 2 cubes, right? Or in this case, we are going to actually look at the sum of 2 cubes. All right, I'll see you guys again next time. Don't forget to subscribe and to like next time. Sharp, sharp.